Phyla-Vell. She's one of those space-esque type characters. Her existence itself is considered an anomaly because despite her looking like this, she's approximately 2 to 3 Earth years old. They call her a continental threat because investigation is still in the process. When you talk about her natural ability, upper level strength, they do that little ton class BS and, very skilled fighter, which I'm going to show in this vid. She can channel cosmic energy for purposes of flight, disruptive electromagnetic blast, semi-tangible nature, and the absorption and redirection of any energy-based attack, which I'm going to show later on also. Blast back on pawn upon a person. She can manifest cosmic awareness. Part of this stuff is because she's a Kree enhanced human hybrid conceived via genetic engineering, which combined the DNA of her mother with that of the deceased Kree hero Captain Marvel. When her elder, similarly conceived brother Guinness succumbed to an insanity induced by flawed use of his cosmic awareness, Phyla was given the informal designation of Captain Marvel by her mother, aka the rightful heir type of stuff. And you can read all of this if you want to about Phyla-Vell. Captain Marvel type characters are no stranger to my channel. Thanks to universe rebooting shenanigans that Marvel likes to do, kind of like time travel BS, like kind of how DC does. When the universe was remade, it had some changes in it, and that's why Phyla-Vell was in this reality that I'm going over in this video. Her brother is Guinness-Vell, another powerful type being, but thanks to all this stuff in her genetics, that's why she's so strong, because all this stuff going on in her family tree, and that's her mother. Yeah, she has different gears that I'm going to go over in this video, but I just want to make something clear. Because she doesn't have the quantum bands, which I'm going to talk about later on in this video no more, that doesn't mean she can't get a weapon that draws its power from them still. The quantum sword, for example, is one of them things. It's like kind of like her weapon, no matter if she has this, even though she kind of got this weapon from these in the first place, but she got separated from these, so then she just kept the sword anyway, and it still draws its power from it somehow, and that's how that works. Got another Captain Marvel in the building. Technically the rightful heir of her father, Captain Marvel's legacy. Here's the thing about Phyla-Vell. Due to being in the same family with Guinness-Vell and etc., she has a natural physiological advantage, being able to absorb energy and then redirect the blast power. Technically, she doesn't need to breathe, so she can do the space adventures with no issues. Even has a part of her father's cosmic awareness, so that comes in handy. Thanks to her celestial and Kree physiology put together, you get an idea of her strength on how she's a helpful aid on holding back characters like She-Hulk. She can throw her brother through an entire building, Guinness-Vell, to really show her raw power. Beings like Annihilus, who's a Thor-level being, she can break through the constructs when he had the quantum bands. She can take blast from Guinness-Vell and even redirect the raw power. Got hit with his cosmic gun. Her physiology has perks. You can see in her different type of battles, fighting different powerhouse-ish type of beings. Blast that's this close, she still can dodge thanks to her agility and just raw fighting speed. When it comes to other Captain Marvel characters, she's relative when it comes to their raw speed. She can sneak up on people that have cosmic awareness. I actually already have a video about it being known as Quasar on the channel, but the different weapons that these characters have switched wielders time to time. There was a time where he lost his life where Phyla-Vell got temporarily powered up to wield the quantum bands. That's where she pretty much became Quasar, dope sword. In this state, she can kind of do like Green Lantern-ish type stuff, like making constructs, like making her own army, like in this particular occasion to fight. Doing this to get the upper hand over the super adaptoid. She can still do the standard physical stuff, wielding a blade and all that stuff, cutting up beings as well. Fighting speed allows to block energy beams. You can kind of see how this fight with the super adaptoid goes with the different type of construct. Even super adaptoid entire army of Phalanx troops get disturbed, get curb stomped, then simply said, y'all got to go to the sun and I'm going to throw you there. During his classic days, he was much worse, but he's at least maybe some low-tier powerhouse ranges, and she still can restrain him with these quantum bands. Like, when you get the quantum bands, you're automatically a powerhouse if she wasn't already before. Just because you're massively bigger than her, that doesn't change the game much. Another being I have a video about on the channel, she was able to restrain him quite a bit with her power. Multiple light constructs to stab you at the same time. Similar to my Quasar video, she technically even can make these, and they just stay up even if she's doing something else. It's like limitless stamina type of thing. I mean, technically, she could just make her whole crew constructs and just give them a free weapon. She projects quantum energy and like makes constructs according like this quantum sword or just straight up blast you normally. Depends on how she feels chilling with the Guardians of the Galaxy. The thing about her is she's no stranger to the other different type of power-ups. She not only became Quasar, but also an actual avatar of death at that. She was already powerful like this. Perks, right? Still got a similar look, but she calls herself Martyr. Pulling up on the Universal Church of Truth and slicing their heads. Yeah, she still wields a sword. Power dampening chains she still can break out of. Big dragons don't want none of the smoke. Beings that can eat attacks from window as quasars, so it lets you know that she's automatically in the powerhouse ranges like this as well. Make sure you watch this video on top of my quasar video. It really helps out to really get an understanding of her power. She has strong willpower like most characters that are pretty important, resisting different type of things or tortures. Gorgon from Adelan, what do you think you're doing trying to pull up on her? She's one of those powerhouse-ish type characters where just because she's strong as crap doesn't mean she can't actually fight. I mean, not only is this a power feat, but she's trading blows. And I see blood, Adam Warlock, not to mention her fighting skills. She's fighting with Gamora. Let's get the full context on why this is impressive. Her battling Gamora, literally considered one of the best fighters in Marvel, considering she's considered the deadliest in the galaxy. Show me a whole bunch of fighters that can do this good in a high difficulty fight with Gamora. She's one of those characters that don't have many appearances, but guess what? Like many characters, she does end up losing the nega bands, but of course that doesn't change the fact she still keeps a sword regardless of it. Regardless of the nega bands, she's still in them powerhouse ranges, no matter how you look at it. Not to mention the sword kind of helps her connection anyway, and it didn't go away just because she lost the quantum bands. So even when she doesn't have the bands, it doesn't matter. They will always be a part of it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, Phyla is one of those characters that does not literally have that many comic appearances. She literally has less than 60 comic book appearances, but that's none of my business. But I also got to give a shout out to those that took the time to donate to the channel. Respect her. I mean, you got to respect any Captain Marvel. They're all in a past star level type of thing anyway, especially if you watch my Captain Marvel video and Captain Marvel video, and like I made in the past, but that's none of my business. I'll see y'all though. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.